Hey everybody, check this dope-ish. Just wanted to give a quick look at the Ganzo G727 with the Ganzo G738. Why am I doing this? Well, both of these knives are quote-unquote W1, which stands for the wooden scales. And that's really why I purchased both of these knives, is for these wooden scales, which I find quite attractive, especially when combined with a highly polished blade. There's also high polished pocket clip, and they both feature the axis lock. Right, so there's a lot to like about these knives, and they're very similar. So what are the differences? Well, the main differences that I noticed, besides a little difference in blade length, the 738, the knife on the bottom, has a slightly larger blade at 3.5 inches, while the 727 blade length is about 3.4. There's also a slight variation in the wood scales. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just through manufacturing. I know they're wood, so maybe each scale comes out with different coloring depending on the wood itself. I don't know, but that's how it goes. There's also difference in jimping. On the 727, the jimping is on the blade itself. It's a real gentle jimping. I wouldn't describe it as aggressive by any means, but it does the job. It lets you know where your thumb's at. So if you like to grab your knife a little further up, it works well. That jimping's there. Now, the jimping on the 738 is on the handle itself. So it tends to have a little farther back in its hold. So you may prefer that. You can also still put your thumb on the blade, but you're just not going to have the jimping there. The other difference that I really tend to notice is the ergonomics of the handles, right? The 727 is what I would describe as a little more curved, a little more ergonomic. It has a deeper finger choil with a fatter belly, and the rear end of the knife is curved as well. To where the 738 is a little more straight. It has a small finger choil there and a little bit of a belly, but not as pronounced as the 727. They're both comfortable in the hand. I don't have any complaints. But the 738 does feel a little more straight and narrow, a little more boxy, while the 727 I'd really describe as ergonomic, and when combined with that jimping, it really is a great combination. I think the combination of those curves with that jimping really make you hold the knife a little farther up, while the 738 is a straighter handle that allows you to sit back, and I think that's why they placed the jimping where they did. So those are the two main differences I noticed between the Ganzo G727 and the Ganzo G738. Any other major differences, put down in the comments. Would love to hear what you think. If you have these knives, check out, they each have their own individual reviews. I will put the links to these knives below. I picked them up at Gearbest. They're both under $20, and I can't recommend them enough. They're definitely gentlemen's EDC knives for sure. All right, guys, take care.